Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Attorney E Immigration Lawyer. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the common mistakes in I-29F visa petition. So this form is used for K1 or K3 visa application. Before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. I'm a licensed U.S. immigration lawyer and licensed in New York. I've been practicing U.S. immigration law since 2008. All right. So in this presentation, I've broken down the common mistakes into several categories. So first, as to the form, ito yung common mistakes sa form. Number one, wrong form was submitted. So, ang intention mo ay to file a fiancé visa petition, pero hindi naman tamang form ang ginamit mo. So, you used a wrong form. Ang tamang form as of this time is I-129F visa petition. Number two, by the way, in this video, we're just going to talk about the common mistakes, yung mga eligibility and the process sa ibang topic natin yung pag-uusapan. So number two, expired form was used. So ang USCIS, yung mga forms and applications that you see online, kapag may bagong form, ay ina-update nila ang website ng USCIS. So ang best source pa rin ng forms, ng information ay uscis.gov. And you have to look at the expiration date dun sa USCIS website and make sure na hindi expired yung form na ginamit mo. Number three, unsigned or improperly signed form. So minsan sobrang nagmamadali, hindi pala napirmahan yung form. Or sometimes naman mali naman yung kung saan pumirma yung either yung petitioner or beneficiary. So make sure that you sign sa tamang space dun sa form yung you signed it on the right space. Now, lahat ng forms sa USCIS, mayroong instructions yon. So if you go online, and I'm gonna do a separate video on this and how to check the instructions. So lahat ng form ay mayroong corresponding instruction. It's best to read the instructions first before you fill out, especially those dun sa mga who are self-filers, who are thinking of filing on their own. Make sure that you read first the instructions before you start filling out the form. And another thing, if you go to the right website, which is the uscis.gov website, there's no fee to get the form. Minsan kapag nag-search ka sa Google and you just put the, on the search box, USC application form, minsan na-didirect ka into doon sa mga websites na may fee. Yun yung mga private websites, hindi sila yung government website. So if the website is asking you to pay for the form, hindi iyon uscis.gov to obtain the form, okay? Of course, when you file the form with USCIS, in almost all cases, mayroong filing fee. And we're going to talk about that later. Okay, so klaro ba yun? Just to obtain the form, if you go to uscis.gov website, walang bayad. But when you file it to USCIS or to the Department of Homeland Security, mayroong filing fee in almost all cases. Klaro. Okay, next, undated form. So, yung mga form na pirmahan naman pero hindi naman na-date. So, dapat pinirmahan and then dated. And incomplete pages. So minsan you printed the form, 18 pages, tapos meron palang naging kulang. At merong isang page na hindi napasama, dalawang pages na hindi napasama. So make sure that before you submit, you count the pages. You count the number of pages. And dapat mag-match yun. So if you have 18 pages, then dapat 18 yon, okay? And make sure na Nandun siya lahat, you sign it, you date it, lahat nasagutan mo. And kung hindi mo nasagutan at hindi mo alam, not applicable, dun sa mga self-filers, you have to read the instructions first, before you answer. If you're assisted by lawyers naman, or authorized representatives, they know how to do that. Okay? But all the information ay nandoon sa uscis.gov website. Ngayon, kung may complications yung case nyo, I strongly advise that you seek consultation with an immigration lawyer. And this presentation, hindi po ito substitute sa tamang consultation with a qualified immigration lawyer. Okay. Next, filing fee, insufficient or merong overpayment. So read the instructions. If you go to the website, nandun, how much is the filing fee for K1, for K3. So meron siyang pagkakaiba and you have to read that. Okay. Another common mistake, the application was mailed to the wrong USCIS office address. Ang practice ko is to check before filing, to check the right office address of the USCIS office. And nandun din yung sa uscis.gov website. Kung may mga changes naman, na ina-update naman nila yun. They're very good in updating that. So make sure that you check the USCIS address and make sure that it will go to the right address. Depende sa application, may mga applications na you have to send it to a particular USCIS address kung nagre-reside ka sa isang state na to. So you have to really read the instructions. Okay, next. Ito naman yung mga as to the substance of the application. Ito yung mga common mistakes na nagiging ground for rejection or denial. Ito for denial, usually itong substance. So, nakalusot na yung application mo, tama yung filing fee mo, but then upon review ay meron kang eligibility requirement na hindi na satisfy, and because of that, ay marireject ito ng immigration. Okay, number 1 is failure to prove intention to marry within 90 days. It's important to remember na ang fiancé visa, the parties must have the intention to marry within 90 days. So kung pupunta sa US, tapos wala namang intention to marry, ay hindi siya papasok dun sa requirement ng fiancé visa. Ito importante, failure to prove meeting in person within 2 years. So dapat nagkaroon ng meeting within 2 years. It must be documented, yung mga dates, yung mga photos, yung mga kung saan yung lugar. So yung detalye, kung saan kayo nagkita, nagkasama, kailangan yung i-present yon. Kung hindi nyo ma-present yon, ay magiging ground siya for denial. Ngayon, kung ma-qualify ka sa exception naman, then you must present documents na qualify ka, na meet mo yung exception kung ba't hindi kailangan mag-meet in person within 2 years. Okay. Yun nga, failure to meet the exception o kaya failure to prove that parties can legally marry. Ito yung may mga cases where a party or the parties were previously married. Okay, so anong kailangan? Kung nag-divorce, then yung divorce decree. Yung kung nagkaroon ng annulment, then yung annulment order. Kung namatay na yung spouse dati, then yung death certificates. Alright, so humingi na ng kopya, yung certified copy from the court or from the agency or government concerned. Okay, so kung walang original, kailangan yung certified copy galing dun sa agency concerned. So kung ang nag-issue ay court, galing dun sa court. Alright? Kung namatay naman ang dating asawa, then death certificate. Okay? Sa Philippines, hindi pa kailangang isubmit ang original sa USCIS, Pero sa proseso, hahanapan kayo ng either original or certified copy in the process. So make sure na meron kang kopya or original in your possession. Yung copy mo dapat must be certified. So kung civil documents yan, dapat certified ng PSA. All right. So as to the eligibility of the petitioner, dapat patunayan na US citizen. Okay, so this applies to the K1 Fiance visa. And we had a separate presentation on how to prove that you are a US citizen. Ito importante. So in the process, pag natapos na sa USCIS, ay magkakaroon na ng production pagdating sa National Visa Center before the interview of the fiancé, ay kailangan ng sponsor, petitioner, to show na qualified siya to sponsor financially the beneficiary. So, isang ground ay kung hindi mapatunayan ng petitioner or ng sponsor na qualified siya at hindi siya makahanap ng joint sponsor or co-sponsor. Okay? And yung mga qualifications on the affidavit of support, we're going to talk about that on a separate video. All right? So yan po ang mga common mistakes in the fiancé visa application. Kung kayo, if you're thinking of filing on your own, I hope this helps you. At kung nasa proseso naman kayo, I hope na nakatulong po itong presentation ko. All right, so my name is Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. Until next time, maraming salamat po. And by the way, please like and subscribe kung nagustuhan nyo, and go to uscis.gov, search for I129F, and my email address is eb@eboardlaw.com. Thank you. Till next time. Bye-bye.